Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to MBTV. I'm your regular co-caster, Captain Lust from Tailworld Entertainment, doing community management and lots of MBTV WNL streams right now. I'm joined by my regular co-caster, partner in crime at MBTV. It is Cool Gaming Bros' one and only E-Man. How are you doing?
Hi there, Lust. I think at this point you can call yourself just the regular caster, not the co-caster. You do such a good job. And
I know I
you're
got
so
very
consistent.
confused, and there was so much alliteration going on. I panicked.
I panicked. Well, you're just so humble
I think
too,
are we live
Lust.
right now? Run that map intro. We gotta get in this game.
Oh
What the
wait,
hell?
what? Already? Jesus
This is
Christ.
German efficiency. Let's do it.
German efficiency. Which one's first? The frosty one or the... Okay, this one. And we're in the game.
Fantastic to see our team's not wasting any time here at all. Irish Rebels versus Nords. We didn't have time to introduce them before, but here we are. Irish Rebels, the technically European side. That's what they're listed as in the team rosters, but they are spiritually German, I suppose you can say. Most of their players are German.
The
One
Irish
exception I
are
can see here
actually
is-
German? Bum bum bum!
Yeah. It is. It's odd. I mean, we had there's a Russian player called Irishman as well. I feel like a lot of these teams and players have a lot of passion for the Irish. There's some sort of charm about the Irish that we don't really feel in England, but I think it's quite popular in America as well, if I'm correct.
Everything's popular in America.
Everything's
Just gotta
big in
get
America.
your face on TV and your voice on the radio, Lust. But
What about your voice on MBTV and esports
That too.
shows?
so
Yeah?
we got what do we
That
have
what?
here? Sladia versus Rodox.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not bad.
already.
Also crossbowing. Team's chilling out so far. Irish Rebels playing pretty safe, hanging back near their spawn, while Nords take map control.
Oh,
Nords
Nords
are a Turkish
actually
team.
own the tower and the flag area. This is
They
interesting.
do. The tower is fairly limited though. You're shooting up from such a high position that it's so distant. It's hard to be completely
Oh,
effective.
Attila
First
got
versus
hit
Nords,
though. Lord, high enough.
Yeah, certainly. Well, it's been effective in the first few seconds as Nords do take the early lead. And Pessimist found himself a nice little spot back behind that
IR
tree.
is pushing towards Nord. Asia just took a shield from one of the IR players.
They are looking pretty good here as well. Boris has lost his shield, but he's moving forward and getting some kills here. Team kill from Gordios as Pessimist goes down. Drags and Lily picking up Asir and Gordios.
IR
back
turning
against
this
Lily.
around.
Horse bump. Yeah, they are, but they kept it pretty even though. Nords 4 players against the 5 of Irish Rebels. I'm not alone fighting against 2 here. I'm not alone, probably the biggest player for Nords right now. Still keeping themselves in the rounds as Leodern picks up a second kill of the round, taking down Flixo. I'm not alone, does get overwhelmed eventually by Arnold and Kefren. Crow fighting out on the flag, and well, Nords with the higher flag still by just a whisker there. It could still be a draw, but forced off the flag is Crow, and that lowers the Nords flag. Under too much pressure there is Crow, and goes down to Arnold Slash with the killer blow. Hopkin against Leo, doing a little duel up here.
Wow, Nord's had this in the bag. What happened here? The
I don't know,
Irish
not quite in the
Rebel
bag.
Rush.
Yeah, I feel like they pushed forward and did pretty well. They won the group fights more effectively. They Cav did a little bit more as well, I think, or perhaps not too much.
God
wanna
bless Boris
overstate that.
and his pony shield. He's a bro. He's a brony. Do they actually pick
Well, I mean-
that, or that's my own game?
The Brony? Where's the Brony?
What shield does Boris have on your screen?
Um,
Is it My Little Pony?
no. Do you have like a UNAC banner pack or something
Okay,
weird like that in
yeah,
it?
it's wonderful though. Boris, he's a brony. Okay, I see. It's not universal.
No, it's not the non-native banner pack, but that's okay.
We
And,
celebrate
well-
that, but Nords did a great job at the beginning, and then they floundered at that round.
Well, they got one team kill coming from Gordios, and it came at a really bad time as well because it was right as IR were pushing forward, and it just kind of made Nords stumble, I think, a little bit. And as they stumbled, IR pushed them down and kicked them on the ground.
So,
Yeah, that's probably the best
Irish Rebel.
analogy for the round.
Both rocking double cav here.
Yeah, double cav. It's quite common actually. We've seen it. I mean, we saw 2 Division A matches so far this week on MBTV, and in both of them we had at least one team taking 2 cav, and it was often proving very effective. So if these teams have been watching, trying to pick up tips, then 2 cav could easily be a conclusion they've drawn from watching the streams.
It's the flatness of this level.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Even though it's a closed map, it's just so flat, and you can run a cav through the tunnel as well. Lots of nice little moves you can do with the horseman. Interesting to see that Irish Rebel's not interested in taking any kind of real map control here at all. I mean, they are covering the tunnel, and they've got a flag spawn in the marketplace, but other than that, they don't want to take any kind of map dominance, whereas Nords spreading out a lot.
Yeah, Nords are everywhere, but that was their undoing the last round. Irish stand strong together. That's how they win. Well, so far.
Well, technically I mean, in real life they don't, because you have sort of a divided 2 different countries in Ireland. You've got the Northern Ireland and Republic of Ireland, but the Irish Rebels are divided, at least. We can say that.
United.
And they are swadier as well, so it means that they've got some nice armor already and coming into the second round. Starting to get that snowball going that swadier are so famous for in this current meta.
Lily is coming down with Arnold and Boris at the flag here. Crow busts out his sword. It's about to go down.
Yeah, well, the Nords cav needs to do something here. The Irish Rebels infantry are looking pretty vulnerable. They're just on the ground. They could easily be harassed by these Nords cav, but the Nords cav just don't look very confident, and they're actually being put under way too much pressure by the Irish Rebels infantry here. Getting poked and prodded by these all pikes. Once again driving forward, trying to engage Nords into melee. I'm not alone doing his best to turn and
Leo
fight for
Dern,
his
the
team.
archers are even fighting. Everyone's fighting somebody right now.
It's a pretty good engagement for Nords though. I feel like they've found some space, and they could be doing something in these main fights.
Oh, that unfortunate team kill.
Even around so far, Arnold makes up for it though immediately and brings down Crow. Kefren takes down I'm Not Alone as well in the meantime, and that's once again an advantage towards Irish Rebels, but actually comes in to bring down Arnold. They still could go either way. 4 against 4.
Pessimist is getting hounded down by the horse. His allies aren't helping him. The other Nords are worried about the flag.
Eventually gets bump slashed. Drags is here on the flag, outnumbered, but the cav comes to support him. Leo needs to have some effective archery support here. Oh, and it's a bad tinker from IR. Flexo brings down Drags there. Loses horse as well and does get taken down. Hopkins, doesn't get taken down, actually, does stay alive. Hopkins does bring support down by Leo.
Beautiful work here by the Nords at the end.
Yeah, Nords even up to 1-1.
Aisha even steals the horse, sitting proud on someone else's mule there.
Yeah, a little war horse as well, so that's a nice bit of loot for them.
That's
and
really
that's going to hurt Irish Rebels gold. Going to hurt Irish Rebels gold and armor. No mail coming out from Irish Rebels, I don't think, at all here. So, actually, pretty nice stuff from Nords there. They're taking me by surprise. On paper, this should be an absolute landslide.
In behalf of
I mean, what's happening in Division B right now is we have 4 teams, which are Warriors of Quipperland, Wolfpack, Irish Rebels, and Aquilai, who are looking way ahead of the other 4 teams in the division. And are fully expected to take the top 4 positions. But Nords are not amongst those teams and have lost both of their first 2 games, whereas Irish Rebels have won both of their first 2 games. So it should be an Irish Rebels win here on paper.
The Nords ain't gonna lie. They don't care about paper, man. They tear that paper up, throw it in your face.
Throw it in your face, and it bounces off your face into the bin where it burns.
Yes. For warmth, because the Nords are poor.
Nords layered him with some aggressive movement here. Check this out. He's just jumped down onto these crenellations. Gonna be trying to attacking Attila there, but
what in the world happened? Oh, I missed this. Oh, Drags done pushed him out. Is that really what happened?
No, he ran to the top of the tower, jumped out down the crenellations to attack an Irish Rebels crossbowman. I think it was Drags. I have no idea why. He had no support at all.
I regret missing this.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
There is a cab fight going on though. Hopkins runs away injured.
Yeah, and so is Flexo as well, actually.
Outer rim. Oh, they're going for it. Look at this. Oh my god, they're just running. Shields up.
And Nords pretty close together this time as well. Not spread out as they were before. It's a bad loss there for Leodern, but Nords still not out of this round. Advantage only 8-7.
I think IR are a little surrounded. They're actually going the side path. Attila all the way up at the peak.
They want to spread out, but they can't really make a decision right now. Crow's catching them from that side. They can't We're not really sure. They're actually getting surrounded quite badly here. I think it's gonna be a problem for them.
Drags his shield going.
We see the Irish Rebels players getting more and more.
They're hesitant. They're scared. I think I see it in them.
They got Attila up in the tower, but he's quite a long way away from the action. And Irish Rebels seem a bit unsure what to do. The flag has spawned as well. Nords are raising it up already. Gordios and Toriel sitting on that. Asia with the heavy horse as well, able to put pressure onto the attacking IR players. Immediately gets a hit off on Arnold there. Let's get a shot though, Attila. And drags in a nice archer position there on the top of this little hill. Nords do back off and let IR come into them. Kefren takes down Crow immediately. And in come the Nords Cav now to try and support their teammates who are being attacked by the Irish Rebels right now. Another kill from Drags here as he brings down Adar. And this is a nice assault at Irish Rebels. Bro pulls one kill back, but... Oh, and so does I'm Not Alone.
Oh, wow, that's a jump
They don't have a chance here. All Nords up against 6 Irish Rebels, and another kill comes in for the Nords. And another one. Toriel and Asia pulling it back. Asia does go down eventually here, and drags Attila in really dirty archer positions. That's going to be hard to deal with. They do send Toriel and Gordos to go deal with them, although they are now the remaining 2 players. Very low health. I think IR have sealed this in the last 2 seconds.
Uh-oh,
lovely shot from Drags there.
Whoa, this is a hell of a turnaround.
Yeah, I mean, Irish Rebels were ahead for the most part, but North sort of pulled it back even. And Drags picks up, I think, maybe 4, possibly even 5 kills that round.
7-2 for... who is this? Draggy?
Drags, yeah.
Drags. He ain't... Wow, he's not dragging at all. He's leading the pack.
I should be winning this pretty comfortably now. They looked a lot stronger in that round. I don't know what happened in the second round, but there was some nice play from Nords. I mean, even in that round, you saw that Nords are capable of getting kills, are capable of damaging the Irish Rebels, but when it came down to it, I just think IR had better positioning and probably better individual skill.
Oh, Nords don't care for their skill, though. They're coming strong. This time they're taking the tower with many people, not losing a single man.
Not a terrible idea, but, I mean, they've now hesitated a lot. Irish Rebels have had time to adjust. They've moved players around, and Nord's Cav is nowhere to be seen. They can't spot from the tunnel because IR are defending that pretty securely.
I think IR is safe so long as they don't step into the crossfire from Leodern.
Yeah, I think you're right. Where's Leodern?
He's
up
on
the top.
Peak. Like, they got that whole alley right now. I mean,
yeah, I think you're right, but I don't think Irish Rebels are going to make that mistake, and they've actually, seeing this Nords movement, they've had lots of time to adjust.
Horse fighting happening here. Seems like IR is running the horses down here.
Yeah, they've actually done a lot of damage to Adar and
IR have cut a swath now because the horses can't defend. Yeah, those horse fights.
Oh, Hopkin loses his horse though, and that's nice work from Asia. That's going to really hurt Irish Rebels actually. Cav is so important on these maps, as we already mentioned. And for Hopkins to lose his horse there, it's going to really put him out of action. Asia comes in and they're going to try and finish him off here, the Nords Cav. But they want to do so without taking any damage themselves.
Meanwhile, the other guys are still posturing. Yeah, the fight's really happening down here with the horses. Oh, wait, no! It happens!
Nords pushing forward now?
The crash! No, the Nords are pushing all the way forward. They are leading the pack.
I don't mind this from Nords, but I mean, you think they want to wait for their Cav support. This is the problem for Nords right now. They're pushing in and without their advantage, which they've already gained for themselves.
Well, the results of that Cav was questionable. The fight's now underway, and Nords, oh, beautiful fighting here.
Yeah, first kill to I'm Not Alone.
Oh, and then a terrible team kill!
Oh, that's really rough there from I'm Not Alone. Playing the infantry crossbow, and now Nords losing lots of players. And I'm Not Alone, one of the big players.
Oh my god, the Nord Cav just came in, and then they're gone! They came and they're gone!
They just evaporated on entry.
Jesus.
I think that was, I gotta say, I think that's a big mistake from Nords there. They took down Hopkin, they got him off his horse. What they want to do there is have the fight on the flattest, most open ground they can possibly do. Possibly engage in. Use their Cav advantage. Kefren finished off Leodern there, and we go into the first break with an Irish Rebels advantage. And I think a few questions to be raised about Nord's approach there.
Man, well, I think the team kill really signaled the turnaround there, because they were doing all great with their rush. The horse battle was inconclusive, but then series of unfortunate events.
What is that? Is that Lemony Snicket?
Yeah, they made a movie about it, I think.
I've not seen it, so I couldn't recommend it or defame it. Keep it in mind if anyone tells you about that. If you've not seen it already, perhaps tweet in, tell us what you think of the movie. Tell us what you think of the game, more importantly, more relevantly. Irish
Yes.
Rebels versus Nords. 3-1 the score in the first set. I was going to continue. Do we see Nords doing anything later on in this match? I think Swadia perhaps a little bit stronger here. Because the cav is kind of more significant. And you have that kind of snowballing effect that if you can get 1 or maybe 2 rounds, you can really start to stack up. Put in here from Wolfpack Warband. Saying Sub-Zero, big addition for Nords. Curious if we'll see him today. We don't see him at the moment. Sub-Zero being called out as a big
He's not in
addition
this
to the
round.
roster.
He's too busy fighting Scorpion. And as we all know, Scorpion wins.
Spoiler alert. I mean, not terrible from Nords there, but
Yeah, they
like they
almost had. They had some shining moments of brilliance, and then they threw it in the gutter. It was
Yeah, I
too
just feel like
shiny.
if anything, I just feel like they lacked a bit of depth in their team. Like they got a couple of players that are doing some nice stuff and playing okay. They just don't have as many good players as Irish Rebels, and they're just playing a lot better.
Showing. Well, I don't
It's
know.
what was
Decision
expected.
making, it's like it swings like a pendulum here. Like they get good map control and then they throw it. They get towers and they jump from them for some strange reason. Like I don't know. The Nords, like they're almost there, but then they're not.
Well, perhaps they can make it there eventually. They are a Turkish team. A little bit of like a ragtag band of different players. I think they were assembled for the WNL specifically, having not competed in previous competitions.
Even more
Led by
reason
Asia
for them
and
to do well.
Northerner. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they can pick up eventually, but I mean, realistically, right now for Nords sitting on 2 losses, it's a bit of a relegation battle for them. I mean, they've had hard opponents so far, but the more important games I think for them are going to be against their contemporaries at the lower end of Division B, and for them to try and hold on to that important, I think it's 4th place they want to hold on to, or maybe 5th place.
Well, my heart's pulling for the Nords on this one. My brain
They can
says
definitely-
IR though.
They can definitely do it.
I think they can. They got to shore up some deficiencies here, and they got it made.
One interesting sort of missing player, I think, for Nords is on their roster they have a player called Goliath, but he's not made any
Such
appearances
epic
at all.
names. Goliath and Sub-Zero, and then they don't appear. Well, to speak
Yeah,
of
I
some
mean,
of the people who are here, Drag's doing wonderful stuff.
Yeah, Drag's putting a really nice performance for Irish Rebels. Definitely had a very nice first set.
Pessimist
Uh,
almost has some good shots, but then I think he's king of the betrayal, so...
I think I'm not alone despite this team kill. Has been playing pretty well so far. He's been doing a lot of work in the melee fights. He is probably the most famous, the biggest player for Nords right now. Are we going live? Yeah, I think we are. Let's get back in the game.
Yeah, but I don't know. Does that mean live?
We're live, man.
Alrighty. Get in here.
Nords coming in as Swadia now against Irish Rebels playing as the Rodogs. It's the frustrating thing about streaming Nords as well, because next map we're going to be playing with the faction Nords, and it's just going to be so confusing for like one
I
set.
don't think so. I think that simplifies things, actually.
How does it? It doesn't simplify things at all. I mean, if they're playing as Nords, it's fine.
Oh,
when they're playing against
not
Nords?
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
think
that's
about
when it gets
that.
really
Yeah,
confusing.
that's gonna be a pain.
Because you're a kind of Euro Cup half full guy, aren't you? Always looking on the bright
Nords,
side.
Yeah, I looked at I tried to look at it. Pessimist doesn't. He's depressed at the Nords and what they're doing right now. But that's his nature.
He's the one jumping from the towers.
Oh, he's
trying to
real
rid himself.
pessimist. Jesus, don't do that. Life is worth living.
Yes. Without your sword existence, whenever way you please.
Wait, Nords
at least
don't
live it
have
out.
4 rounds? Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what happened here.
And check this out by Nords here. We've got 3 cav coming in for them. I'm not alone. Just got up on a horse. I think it's a bit much, to be honest. All the flag spawns are pretty decent for cav,
That
but
would be the case if Irish Rebels weren't on the lowest ground right now, which puts them in a wonderful position. I think Drags is stealing a few sips from the casks over there at the winery.
oh yeah,
Brewery, yeah.
get himself a little bit of Dutch courage for the fight. That's cool. Good idea.
Dutch Courage, is that what it was called?
But it's cool when you get drunk before a fight, or got drunk for any kind of courage. It's like it's commonly used.
No, that's cool. In Europe, I guess. I never heard of that.
You never heard of that? It's not an American thing?
Dutch courage? No. You get liquid courage. Which is
Oh,
why
is that
it's
what they call it?
interesting. Yep.
Oh,
It's
okay,
neat
fair enough.
to hear different terms.
Different cultures.
Yeah, that's
How
part
amazing
of
is
why I
that?
like streaming. And now the Nords. Nords don't like the Irish culture because they're coming right in, taking the winery, the brewery.
They're pillaging, they're looting, they're raping. In come the
Not
Nords.
yet, not yet. There's no women in Warband, so that's some.
Well, we're not homophobic here.
The Nords are. They're going all the way. The flag is
there.
spawned, and the Nords are making their way around the corner.
They're pushing in. Adult comes and takes some hits though early doors, and we're under a lot of pressure here. Nords got, they've got an archer set up in the central tower here, but I think it's too far away to have much of an impact from there. Kills all coming in from IR right now, or from drags. It does give a little bit of a hope for the Nords, but I think Nords are really just taking the disadvantage in this fight. Only 4 players left against the 6 Irish Rebels, and Leodern up in that central tower is way too far away to have a proper effective shot off. Acid does pull a kill back. Oh, Pessimist kicked to death. That's a bad way to go.
He got kicked to death. The Nords are still running amok on their horses, but they don't have enough men anymore. Yeah,
Leodern caught up in a duel here in the tower as well, and he's not able to have had an effective round at all. But Adar does pull a kill back here. And actually Nords doing okay. They're 3 players against 4. They have a chance if they can get rid of this Hopkin. But Hopkin, lovely little jousting play there, takes down Asir in the dogfight. Bagmo going up for Irish Rebels. I think it's going to be a tall order for Nords to take anything in this round. Adar recklessly goes and loses his life there. Leodern does okay to stay in the fight here, but this is a common theme from Leodern. He's too far away to get too much done here. Very low health. Might keep his...
he turns around. He wasn't expecting the Irish Rebels to come at him. There we go.
Kefren comes in from the back and thwacks him with a spear. Irish Rebels take the 4-1 lead, and not bad stuff from the Germans. I think Kefren is a Turkish player as well, but maybe it's a German Turk or something. I assume they're speaking German in the team speak. For whatever reason, they listed themselves as European. Multinational.
Because they're in Europe?
Well,
no,
because...
I'm being a smart ass, I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. Well, everyone loves a pedant. I think that's quite a popular trait.
Just ruffling feathers. Nords need to ruffle way more. I think Leodern's leading. He's jumping on the carriage. He's leading something.
Leodern, he's got his own kind of way of playing. He's often doing his own kind of thing. I'm going to try and get a little pick off there. Trying to snipe out. Irish Rebels, unsuspecting Irish Rebels player, but they've got their flag raised. And she's going to be holding on this corner. Once again, they're sort of spreading out more over the map, but I think they're vulnerable to an IR push here. If IR bursted out here, went for Torio and Leodern, they could get taken down pretty easily. I'm not alone, switching up his class once again, dismounting off the horse, going for a bit of crossbowman here. Guy showing you can play any class. I'm trying to showcase his talents. Get scouted out.
Yep, I are content to sit here. They have the round advantage. They have all their men here. They're good.
Seems to be kind of the IR style. They just kind of find a place to sit. Flag spawns, they go towards it, and just like win. That's like how they roll.
Well, they can't get shot too much. Like, this is actually pretty good. The way I love their positioning around the corners. Like,
yeah, they know where all the threats are, and they're not open to any of them.
Drags,
That's
though,
pretty totally,
he's
pretty safe
the
stuff.
group drunkard. He's always up the wine casks right now.
Drags after his nice score last round is currently sitting on -1. Flag spawns back towards the Irish Rebels spawn. They're over by the main gate.
Leodern retreats. He sees that there's too much going on. He goes back up the stairs.
He's not going to go to the tower this time, I think.
There's a Nord in the tunnels, and I think they're going after him. I'm not alone. He is alone. He's getting wrecked by Cav right now. I think the Nords are way too spread out. I think you mentioned
if he can keep these Cav busy, though, that's going to be good for his team. Actually, Hopkin is putting a lot of effort into trying to kill I'm Not Alone here, and so is Nietzsche, the other IR Cav. If I'm Not Alone keep these Cav busy for the most of this round, that's going to give a huge advantage to Nords here. Nords moving onto the flag with 2 Cav against absent Cav for Irish Rebels. But in come the Irish Rebels Cav now. They're banding I'm Not Alone to help their teammates. Immediately Hopkin picks up a kill there. And Niji coming in to have some support as well. And
IR are so injured right now. They're getting shot up. If these guys, if these Nords can keep them at bay.
They're injured, but for Nords, they need to be dead. Ada goes down as well, and Nords without any cav left. And I feel like these crossbows haven't been very effective for Nords at all. They've not been getting the shots off. We're making much damage in the fight, and Hopkin just getting kills all over the place right now. It's the third of the round, I believe, for Hopkin.
Hopping from kill to kill.
6 of the set. Kevin brings out Pessimist as well, and pretty rough ride for Nords right now. Crow goes down to Nichi. And we see Toriel, and I'm Not Alone, the remaining players. I'm Not Alone been pretty much absent for the whole round. Down that tunnel. Hopkin comes in and just smacks him in the face.
I'm surprised I'm Not Alone is the last Nord to die. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, he was alone from start to finish in that round. But at least he told himself, through name, that he wasn't alone. Maybe he's got a little companion friend, a little like chipmunk in his pocket. Comes out and speaks to him. You're not alone, I'm not alone.
That's a good chipmunk impersonation.
Thanks.
He pets it. He pets
I was gonna do like an Alvin and the Chipmunks kind of like style, where it would be kind of more annoying, but I thought just doing a high pitch would work.
Cartoon or the new abomination that is the 3D Chipmunks?
The cartoon, obviously.
I don't think they should have ever brought that into 3D. Just the Smurfs too. Some things just, you know, they can stay in the 2D realm.
I mean, like, I agree with you in a sense, but I sort of also feel like, well, why are we gonna hate? You know, it's not aimed at our age group. It's not.
That's true.
You know,
that's true.
You know, the sanctity of our cartoons that we enjoyed as children is not. It shouldn't be the interest of these big movie companies. You know, I know
it
not
only
people
feels
kids.
like a sanctity too, because it has nostalgia. But back then,
exactly,
that was just marketed as children dribble.
Of course, yeah. I mean, the kids today are enjoying these Alvin and Chipmunks movies. Had an economics teacher who said he very much enjoyed the Alvin and Chipmunks 3D rendition. So, I mean, perhaps we could learn a lesson from him, both in economics and in being more open-minded to new things. Any case.
I always liked the underwater Smurfs. I forgot what they were called, but I liked them a lot better.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Snorks. It really was the underwater Smurfs, but it was so much more wonderful, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It does sound wonderful.
You watch it on YouTube.
I will do. Snorks, I'll check it out. In the meantime, war match is still going on. 5-1 is the advantage for the Irish Rebels. Being pretty dominant so far in this match. And it's hard to see Nords taking anything from this.
They might take a loss, but I gotta make that a sound effect.
Big performance coming in.
Do.
What sound effect?
Oh, I don't. Shoot.
What sound effect?
Oh no.
The flag spawn?
The rim shot. Oh, Nord's taken out. No, a Nord taken out, but they're still holding the flag here. They still got something going here.
Makes Toriel with the couch lance, and Hopkin coming in again. Got his lance couch, immediately gets rid of Adar's horse there, puts him out of action. Nice little all-pike work from Leodon there. He's playing his nymph right now. But they just can't get the kills as Malzara, Dub, Niji take down Adar. As he pulls one back against Lee, but it's too little too late. Kefren, Palzara.
Oh, nice shot though by Pessimist.
They're just running away with it right now. Another nice shot from Pessimist. They get a double kill. Bit of a glimmer of hope here. 3 against 5 players. This can be done. Just slips away from Kefren's miniature cleaver there as well. And the flag is still high for Nords there. If they can keep getting players on there and keep that up and stay alive, they can win. Pessimist gets overwhelmed there.
Pessimist sees the odds against him. Starts crying.
Not without hurting some IR players though. If I'm Not Alone can do some incredible clutch work here. They do have a chance here. Lovely lance there from Massey, takes down Kefren. 2 players against 4 now. And they can do this.
Aisha is giving all the assist. I'm Not Alone.
Oh, Acid is down eventually here. And I'm Not Alone's got a mountain of the tasks again. Gets the first kill down. Oh, a team kill here as well. And I'm Not Alone against 2 players. He's got low health, but he can just. Oh, Dragster finishes them off. But Nords had some fight in that round. They really gave themselves the chance to do it right up until the end. And all credit to I'm Not Alone there and to Acid with that wonderful kill on Kefren that completely changed everything around there.
Nords,
in any case,
they're much closer than the score would indicate. I like to think they're so close to certain rounds, but then it just falls through their fingers.
Yeah, but Irish was once again just showing their class and, well, basically just showing Nords what's up.
That they are.
I just feel like even if a couple of Nords players put in a nice performance there, and are perhaps playing, better than some of the IR players, they don't have the depth in their team. I mean, like Toriel, Gordios, they're not doing a lot for that. I don't mean to single out players for playing badly, but I think they're having a bit of a hard time competing right now. And you can see as well, Leodern, who had a wonderful first set, hasn't really been able to find a positioning properly to do anything on this set, like, realistically. I think perhaps this could be a case of Nords not feeling too comfortable on the map.
They're not their faction. They don't know what is this. They're having an identity crisis. They can't play well as these Swadians.
Where's my axe? That's what they're saying right now.
What is this? This sword with the curved edge. This is crap.
What is this crazy spear with like a little circle on it? Like, what is it for? It's so I can't stab him enough.
Oh, I'm not alone.
I'm not alone.
What the? He's sitting on the sidelines alone now. He's the first.
Again, yeah, it's kind of a sign that the team is not particularly organised, but they're lacking a bit of a plan. I think Nords right now. They've got some players off Ramboing. I'm not alone there, specifically. And he's just got himself killed without doing any damage. That's the actually, well, he might have done some damage.
He just went ahead of everyone else. Oh, Asia and Hopkins fighting in the tunnels. Asia trying to bring down that horse, but oh, back up for IR coming in. Asia getting the hell out of there.
Yeah, able to flee out the tunnel there.
I think I'm Not Alone is just sweeping the clouds up in heaven for the rest of his Nords buddies.
Nords get the flag spawn here, and they're going to start raising it early doors. IR just pushing in the same kind of style. We've seen a lot of rounds go a similar kind of way, but actually we do have IR players on pretty low health right now. Drags, Arnold, and Niji all looking pretty spongy. Asi gets a kill off their own Drags, and that's a nice move. Oh, doesn't want to switch his horse though, Asia. And in comes Hopkins
running through 3 men, just bowling them over with his awesome horse.
Niji as well coming in here. We've got 2 war horses for our troubles. Lovely little couch chance there from Niji. Driving forward the IR assault. Mansara takes off Tario as well. Leodern does put a kill back, and Nords still in this round. 5 players against 6. Once again, their players down though. They've got to fight a disadvantage fight.
No.
Gordius drops. Adar puts in work though. Does bring down Mansara. 3 Nords players left. Asi goes down. The shot from Arsene though. Yeah. Oh, brilliant shot from Arsene there. Bring down Adar with a headshot. And into second break we go, and well, that's a whitewash there for Irish Rebels in that set. Basically showing us the kind of dominance that we predicted from the Irish Rebels in this game. 7-1. We've had some close rounds, but I mean that was just brutal.
That was the Nords. I see the individual failings within the fights. I just see the Irish Rebels, like, they have better teamwork when it gets hectic. They know who to target.
Yeah, I agree, and their cap's just been a little bit better as well, I think. Although actually had a nice set there. I mean, Hopkin 10-1. That's absolutely brutal.
Absolutely amazing.
Formerly known as Charles Hopkin. Change it just to Hopkin now.
Such a formal name for a warband player.
Yeah,
Charles
just Hopkin.
Hopkins. Well, he's bowling people over.
It's like how Justin Timberlake was like Justin Timberlake, and now he's just Justin.
Really?
Or is that bitch Justin Bieber? I don't know. Maybe he's not.
You follow him to know this? That's the most interesting of things.
No. I'm trying to think.
He is a handsome fellow, though. He was always my favorite NSYNC person, anyway.
Oh, well, who else is gonna be? What, Nick Lachey? Jesus.
Yeah, please.
Get out of it.
But
anyway.
Nords.
As we go on,
that's so demoralizing to have 3 losses. All your performances have been failures. Don't let it get to you, Nords. Don't let Mr. Pessimist bleed on over to the rest of you guys.
I mean, it does quash pretty much any hopes. I think if they had any of promotion, but if they can hold on to like at least 6th place, I think what 6th place gives you is a chance at a playoff. That's the same for 5th place. 4th place gives you a stable spot in Division B next season. So if they can get 4th to 6th, which they're perfectly capable of, if they can bring down their sort of rivals, I think right now, which is Druzina, Shvet, Brudororden, and Westwood, they can manage that, then I think they've got a chance here.
Just not much of one in here. We're a frosty battle we're going to move on towards, and yeah, that snowball is already made by IR. Now it's just going to roll down this map.
Yeah, 7-1. And well, Frosty Battle, it's an open map, but it's a very small one. It's getting a lot of complaints right now because the edges of the map are kind of tall slopes, and what you have is kind of archers just standing on the tall slopes.
Oh, the meta has become archers on slopes.
Yeah, and it's like, it's not really. I mean, people are just having a frustrating time playing against it because you have to kind of send infantry round on like a big long hike and trek to kill them, and they're just getting shot the whole time. Or you can have to try and shoot them down with archers. It's kind of, it's a different mechanic. It's not that bad, but it just kind of it slows things down a little bit, and it's
I can see that, and I would agree that any map that favors archers is a bad map because archers are bad people.
Yeah, well, E-Man is a siege player. And well, the thing is, when you get killed, I mean,
you get killed by a coward. No.
Well, the thing is, they're more annoying in like public play because if you get killed by an archer in 8v8, it's like fair enough. Took me down. I don't know who you are. I know that you're trying to shoot at me. If you get killed by an archer in
50 versus
sort of 100,
50.
Yeah, 50 versus 50 siege thing where everyone's just respawning the whole time. It's just like the archer's just like turned to his left and just seen you and gone, oh, I'm gonna shoot you, whatever. And like it's not
That's
like
exactly what they say to themselves. Herp a derp, I'm gonna shoot this one. Herp a derp,
Exactly.
I'll just shoot this guy.
And it feels like it feels random almost.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So yeah, I understand. I know I get props to some archers here.
In 8 vs 8, it's an important part of the game, and I think it's less frustrating.
It's more skillful here.
Yeah. Say that. Factions are going to be Nords versus Saranids as well. We've not seen much of this map so far this week because it's been kind of whitewashes, and we're bringing you what looks to be a third one here as well.
Well, we'll get to see it a tiny bit, and you'll probably see more intro than you will the map if Nords don't pull together here.
Well, the intro's great anyway, so there's nothing to be concerned about. Do stick around though, because after this we are going to be streaming West Knights versus Veche. It's going to be the debut of an American team.
The debut
WNL
of
on
America!
MBTV. Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
And how are the Americans doing?
Well, West Knights are doing bloody very well. They've got
Damn
2
well
wins in 2
should be.
games.
They're representing the best nation in the world. No,
and the 2 wins were 14-2 and 12-4 respectively. So if it follows the pattern, they'll win this 10-6. Veche had a kind of shaky game last week as well against whoever it was. Loyalty. So I feel like West Knights are primed to take it, but I could go either way.
How's the ping been in these matches?
Game.
That's always a concern for the poor
Yeah,
Americans.
it is tough, especially since they're West Knights, a lot of them playing from California, and the time difference as well. They're waking up early to sweat this out.
Oh, they're playing from Cali? Jesus.
Some of them are, not all of them.
Very cool.
Yes.
The internet brings a complete opposite sides of the world together, but it don't bring them together quickly. not instant is what I want to say. It does do it quickly, not instant.
Well, one day everyone will be able to play with everyone because the internet will just be so fast. But for the time being, there's a little bit of lag. Sticking with the current game though, we're going to have Irish Rebels playing as Nords first up, with Nords playing as Saranids, so as confusing as it can get. Perfect for us.
Well, we're almost ready though.
Yeah, I think we're live, so let's run the map intro.
That Jenga. And we're in the game. That's a spectacular intro, I think.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. I hope the streamers, the viewers enjoyed it as well. If you enjoyed the intro, do tweet in and let us know. Wolfpack Warband's aforementioned Sub-Zero player has now come in for the Nords team. It's a sub.
Sub-Zero's here on the Frozen map. And he's subbing.
Hey, and they brought in a player called Oreo as well, so perhaps we'll be getting some work done there. Similar setup for IR, looks to be the same setup actually. They might have swapped out perhaps 1 or 2 players.
Oh, we have Oreo for the Nords too. God, I love these names.
This is Nords the team, though, not Nords the faction. Who are being played by Irish Rebels. And here Nords as the Thanos is just going to be cutting off.
Whoa, IR are
into
taking
spawn.
the village from the Nords.
Oh, in comes Kevin with a couch
Oh!
lance. Immediately brings down Leon in there, but Asia responds brilliantly. Takes down Kefren there.
IR protect the horse, though. That horse is theirs now.
Yeah, but Nords with the cow advantage, though. And that's pretty important on this map. The fight is immediately going up into the slope here as IR just constantly pushing forward. Nords going to try and hold them off. Setting up a little bit of a small crossfire here as Pessimist. Does take a jab, though, in the meantime.
Oh, Boris with a beautiful throw on Pessimist.
Yeah, Pessimist being a bit of an optimist there by trying to get shots off.
Sub-Zero's coming in.
Here comes the Nord Cav, right?
Debut of Sub-Zero.
Lovely shot from Oreo there, making an immediate impact to sub. Bring down IR Hopkin, and down goes the IR Cav, another one. This is going to be really hard for Nords to win right now. I think if Nords can back off onto the flat ground, let their Cav do the work here, they've got a huge advantage going into this first round.
IR.
The lead there with very low health. IR doesn't quite get the bump slash off, but IR under a lot of pressure here. They back off on.
I'm amazed these four have survived this long, though. They're doing all good, but they have no health. They are so injured.
They really are.
Oh!
Brilliant shot from Attila there as he takes down Toriel. Actually, IR with a player advantage right now, but they've got such low health and they've got no cav left, so it's actually so even right now. I'm not alone being a little bit reckless here, and I feel like the Nords cav they need to fight with support. In comes out of there, and they've got to watch out for spears. Attila's shooting.
Adar sees Attila, sees the danger there. Arnold coming down.
Lovely kill from Adar there, finished off Boris. I'm not alone takes on Attila here, and you're seeing the effectiveness of this superior cav numbers coming into its own. Oreo with a double kill here takes down Niji and Lily. I'm not alone takes down Arnold. Asia with Flixo, and Oreo, wonderful sub here. Comes in, gets 3 kills in the first round. You're asking,
did wonderful. Those subs are just what the Nords needed. The Nords are going to come back on Frosty Battle. As a faction they don't even like.
And if there's one thing I would have said about this before playing, if I wasn't talking about stupid, unrelated things, I would have said that I think Irish Rebels had the advantage here because I think their cav is superior to those of the Nords, but if they cav just get taken down and shot down before the fight even starts, they can't use that advantage. And we just saw Nords, well, having a very convincing round there.
Oh, Titan. Who's this guy? Tachi left.
Little sneaky guy. Maybe registering his ID or checking it, something like that. Not to be worried about. Going to the second round of this map now, and Nords bring it up to 2 against 7. The start of what could be an amazing comeback if they can pull it off. Nords Not Alone comes in for a pass. They're just going to try and take out Kefren. Oh, misses his couch lance though, and that could have been beautiful, but messed it up.
Oh, Sub-Zero lost his horse. He's getting peppered. He's deep.
Yeah.
He's too deep. Get out of there,
Sub-Zero. I mean,
it's too cold.
This is so much about keeping your cav alive, but in the meantime, Kefren has lost his horse already as well, so it's...
I'm not alone. It's helping Sub-Zero.
Oh, loses his horse as well, trying to help out Sub-Zero, and this is...
Oh, but Sub-Zero gets a kill.
Yeah, brings out Kefren, and
blocks with
comes in as well to support these players.
Lance, that was nice work by Sub-Zero.
The thing is, it's so important to keep cav alive on a map like this, or any open map. Nords now with a 2-to-1 cav disadvantage.
Yeah, it was great of Sub-Zero to survive, but it was dumb of them to sacrifice 2 horses for that. I don't know if that's worth it.
Yeah, I think it's probably not right now.
It might screw him over. We'll see.
They have a player advantage though to speak of. The other thing is as well, I mean, I think the fact that they were going in so hard as well just shows how important it is to try and get that early cav kill. I think that perhaps they recognised that that was their advantage in the last round. Tried to replicate it, but just weren't quite able to do so. IR now sitting on the flag as well. They don't have many dirty archer positions though, actually. They don't have any dirty archer positions. Nords do have the potential to move on to this. They have a player advantage as well.
I'm not alone as well. Trying to claim the hill, but Oreo and the rest of the Nords are up there.
Well, the thing is, I'm not alone's got a monster task here. He's got to do the work of 3 cav.
Oh, Oreo shot Shield Maiden. Unfortunate.
In comes the first kill here for Asia and Hopkin, both picking up kills there actually, and Nords maintaining their player advantage, 7-6. Bag's going up for IR, but not too fast. There's still time for this round to play out. Oh, and I'm not alone. Narrowly misses Lily there with the lance. Oreo finds space up on this hill to shoot. In the meantime, Aya getting kills though.
He's doing
Niji and Lily
good.
bring down Adar and Toriel, and Aya's just getting the better of Nords in this fight. Player advantage now in favor of Irish Rebels. Hopkin brings down Sub-Zero as well, and you feel this round slipping away from the Nords. Oreo's got to get his kills fast if he's going to get them.
Yes, it's possible though.
I'm not alone, caught up in
get
the
it.
ruins now as well. Leo don't goes down. I'm not alone with his horse. He's going to go down as well. Hopkin finishes him off. Down goes Asia. Oreo, the only remaining player for Nords here, and this is going to be an Irish Rebels round. They didn't make it work. They lost the cav early on, and that was an advantage for them, even with the player.
Oh,
superior numbers.
beautiful dodge there by Oreo.
Yeah, sketchy team kill, I think, more than anything, by Attila. Brings down teammate Niji, but it's not going to change the outcome of the round as Oreo succumbs to the sword of Lily.
This is it. Nords have lost a chance for victory, but now can they win 6 in a row?
Probably not, but they'll give it a go. I think the important thing for Nords right now is keeping their cav alive. That was already cost them the round
that did
before.
screw him over there. That would have been crucial. IR had the Cavs rushing in and charging and messing people up in those fights.
Yeah, Hopkin as well, always a big factor. He might not have even got a single kill last round, maybe he got one. But comes and gets 2 or 3 there. And always just pretty important. Being something of a big player for IR in the cav fights. Not listed as a key player though. I think that's perhaps could be my mistake.
How are
Dasty
these
tweets
key
in
players
saying
picked?
Dasty tweets in saying the pessimist pun was made by Fabio Swadia. You have to give credit, E-Man. I don't know what that means.
Dude, a pessimist pun for a man named Pessimist is just too easy for anyone to make.
Yeah, it makes itself. No one
I
will take
know.
credit. It's like
It forms
trademarking the
itself.
name, like
Like
trademarking a
2
common word.
chocolate sides around a white cream filling.
what? Oh, look at! Oh my God! I know what you're saying. You're saying Oreo. That was pretty amazing. I got very excited.
I
by that.
always love the names people have. Thank God for Pessimist.
There's a great one in StarCraft 2 as well called Nesty. He just saw a can of Nesty and was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be my name."
Is he?
And then he became
good?
like, yeah, well, he's known as like the creator. He was amazing for a long time, brilliant Zerg player.
Wow.
Perhaps Oreo can forge the same kind of legacy in mount&blade. We'll have to see. Right now, he's doing a pretty good job of it, sitting on a 3-1 score, doing well in spite of his team's
wow!
suffering.
Sub-Zero throwing jabs through that little nook. Doesn't quite
really?
get a hit, but it looked impressive.
Yeah, nice little skill moves there. IR Cav immediately rushing these Nords players out in the open. I'm going to back off though as the Nords pull out their bamboo spears. Famous Nordic bamboo. Flag spawns up on the hill. IR going to approach via the spawn. And Nords look pretty spread out here, I think. This could be a bit hard for them to deal with. They're keeping their bamboo spears out, holding off against these Cav. Couch Lance comes in though. Kefren knocks down Toriel, who just gets up and saves his skin. But IR capping a lot of pressure in here.
Nora's doing well, sticking together. This is what I like to see.
They're doing okay,
Nords aren't
but I mean,
bad.
look, they're taking a lot of jabs here as IR players spreading out, just shooting at them. I think he gets a bit of a dodgy team hit there though. Hits Lily.
Ooh,
Nice
good,
bump
good
onto
pick.
Man Not Alone there. Evens it up at 7-on-7. And the Nord Cav have got to do big work here. This can't be said enough. Adar runs straight into that wall though, and he's looking a bit vulnerable. He's got to get out and help his teammates.
Nope, loses his horse.
Loses his horse, unfortunately, and Hopkin, Kefren, the IR Cav bringing in the kills here. Lilo and Sub-Zero do go down the victims. I'm Not Alone doing something to pull it back, bring down Niji. But Nords now 4 players against 6. This could be the end for them. Hopkin brings down Toriel.
Arnold not paying
having
attention.
A wonderful round here. Brings down Arnold as well. And it gets down Kefren too. I'm Not Alone being a massive player here for Nords, giving them hope in this round. There's 2 of them left against 4 Irish Rebels. It can be done, but it's going to rely on I'm Not Alone to just keep getting all these kills, which he's been doing wonderfully so far.
No, he's
Loses horse now, and
his
I think
horse.
it's going to be the end for him.
Oh, but
a
a
team
team
kill from
kill!
Hopkin gives hope.
And then
Ada goes down. I'm Not Alone against 3. Can he do this here? No, eventually drops his block, and Boris finishes him off with the War Spear.
Boris winning
goes
with 2
and-
pony shields. Truly, this is as boss as it gets right here.
Well,
That's
we do
as
see
brony as it gets.
we see Irish Rebels finishing this off 9-2, and well, it was expected. I think we can say Irish Rebels were the favourites going into this. Wolfpack Warbun tweeting and saying Nords putting up a fight nearly every round. and getting IR low, but just can't seem to close the deal. I think that's a fair call. We've had some nice individual efforts, particularly from like Leodern, and I'm Not Alone having some really nice rounds. Certainly Oreo too. But yeah, a lot of the time we just haven't been able to see it through.
Yes, the
I
Nords,
having a hard time. I
the
think
score looks so
deserves a special mention as well there.
I think
Asia's
the
been
Nords
playing.
put up a wonderful fight.
Yeah, Asia especially, in spite of the defeat, had a pretty nice game as Cav. Can be pretty proud of that. I'm Not Alone there as well, 6-2.
Yeah, that was a brilliant performance there. He really stepped up. He did not want them to lose.
But not quite able to seal the deal, so a bit unfortunate for them. And, well, that's going to be the end of our first game. And congratulations to Irish Rebels. A well-deserved victory. Going to see them their third win in 3 games after seeing out German opponents in the previous 2 weeks in the form of Svetbruder Orden and Aquila Carradii.
I wonder if Nords would have done better if they'd subbed out those players earlier.
What, Sub-Zero and Oreo? I think they certainly should have had them in. I mean, Sub-Zero perhaps not having as much of an impact, but Oreo, yeah, if they'd had them in, they could have been doing some nice stuff. I just feel like overall I looked a little bit more organised. Had pretty nice coordination at pushes, and also, I mean, individually, did look a little bit better as well. Just a cut above Nords there, I think. And it was nice to see the difference. We say this about Warbind a lot. Even if you are, let's say, even if you're just a little bit better than your opponent, there's no reason that you can't have that small advantage see you through for every single round. I mean, you could win 16-0 but only be slightly better than your opponent. That's just kind of how Warbind works.
Well, this match behind us. Now we look forward to the next stream.
It's going to be West Knights versus Vetcher, yeah. I think we are going to skip the interview here, as it was a one-sided match. But we will have the next stream coming up pretty soon, and I'm excited for that.
Oh, stick around. In fact, we're going to read out this awesome tweet by Dasby2018, one of our more proficient streamers. I mean, I'm sorry, he's not a streamer.
He does.
Wait, he has streamed once in a while.
He came in and did a bit of commentary, yeah. Had a nice little time with Dasby.
But he's our resident
Streamed a
favorite
great game.
tweeter. And he says, in all caps, by the way, now it's time for America versus Russia. Bring your beef jerky. Bring your vodka. And Division C blading with high ping. WK versus Vecchi. That's what's coming up.
I'm really excited for this. I actually can't wait to see the Americans in action. They've been storming through their first couple of weeks. And yeah, I just can't wait. I think what we're going to do now is probably bring the stream and put it on that It'll be right back screen for, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes, and then come back and have a bit of pregame.
Yes, so stay in your seats. Well, actually don't. Get some water, get a snack.
Yeah, do get a little snack. I'm going to have a bit of a glass of water there.
Go to the bathroom and then seat your butt right back, because we're going to be bringing you America versus Russia.
Come back in around 15-20 minutes.
Wait,
guys,
yeah, it's happening in the real world too. Well, yes, do come back. Thank you for watching.
Peace.